Hey guys, welcome to CrushCarb, where we crush carbs, not flavors. Today, I'm sharing one of my most popular recipes of garlic almond flour naan bread. This is a favorite amongst all of my family and friends. As I shared before, I switched to a healthy lifestyle about 8 years ago, but as a foodie, I still wanted to enjoy all my childhood favorites. Now, we all have seen those stone fire naans at the grocery store, especially those little dippers that are perfect with spread or hummus. The problem is, though, they're high in carbs and not the healthiest option. So that's why I'm so excited to show you how to enjoy naan in a healthier way. Today, I'll be making a low-carb garlic naan bread, which is a classic in Indian cuisine, but you can skip the garlic and just make the plain naan, just like the stone fire ones, but better for you. So let's get started. So to get started, we're going to be making our dough. So I have here 1.5 cup of almond flour. This is blanched almond flour. Those of you that have been watching me, you know this is my alternative to all-purpose flour and wheat flour. So I love to use almond flour. It's neutral in flavor. And so to this, I'm going to be adding 2 tablespoons of coconut flour. So this is really crucial to add because coconut flour will help with the texture and will help with the softness that you need. Because almond flour on its own could be a bit too heavy or a bit too moist. So it's very important you add the coconut flour so it can absorb that liquid, help you balance out the dough, and help you make it easier to handle with. And also, it helps the naan hold together while still staying soft and flexible. And although it's coconut, it is mostly fiber, so it will help lower the net carbs. So I highly recommend you add coconut flour. All right. Next, I have here xanthan gum, 1/4 teaspoon of xanthan gum. I highly suggest you add this because it helps with the texture. And so definitely do add xanthan gum. But when you're working with xanthan gum, make sure you do not dump it and you sprinkle it into your mixture. This helps it get evenly incorporated. So make sure you do this correctly. Next, I have here 1/4 teaspoon of salt. You need to have salt in your bread. All right, and our last dry ingredient we're adding is baking powder. You need to add this because it will help make your bread to rise. So I have here 1 teaspoon of baking powder. And I'm just going to give this all a mix. All right, so we got all our dry ingredients mixed together. So now we're going to be adding our wet ingredients. And the first ingredient we're going to be adding is 1 large egg. So almond flour needs a binding agent, right? Because it's low in carbs, it has a low amount of starch, unlike wheat flour and all-purpose flour. So that's why you need to have a binding agent, and that's why we're adding egg for that. If you are a vegan, you can use chia eggs or flax eggs as an alternative. And if you don't know how to make that, I will be sharing that recipe with you all soon, so stay tuned for that. Next, we're going to be adding yogurt. So I have your 2 tablespoons of yogurt. This is my homemade yogurt that I've shared the recipe with you all. If you do not have yogurt at home or homemade yogurt, you can just get Greek yogurt. Make sure it's plain Greek yogurt with no sugar, and you can use that as well. So 2 tablespoons of yogurt. And then our last wet ingredient that we're going to be adding is butter. So I have here 2 tablespoons of melted butter. You can use clarified butter, ghee, as well. It's up to you, your preference. What I'm using here is just a plant-based butter spread. I always like to use this. It's a healthier version than the real regular butter. So I'm just going to be adding that as well. And so now we're just going to give all this a mix until you form a soft dough. All right, I got my dough here. Look at that. That's what we're looking for. If your dough happens to be a bit too sticky, you can add a little bit of almond flour to help balance that out. Or if it is too dry, then you can add just about 1 teaspoon of yogurt or water, and that can help with that as well. Next, what we're going to be adding is some cilantro because I'm making garlic naans. They have cilantro and garlic, and that's what I love about it. So I have here 1 tablespoon of chopped cilantro. I'm going to be adding that in here. And then I have here 3 cloves that I have minced. So I'm going to be adding this as well. And then you just want to fold this in so you get the garlic and the cilantro all mixed in. I love these garlic naans. Like, I grew up eating these with butter chicken and it's super delicious. So I folded in the garlic and the cilantro. So we have our dough here. And so now what you want to do is you want to divide your dough into 4 portions. So I'm just going to cut this up in half. And then another portion. So we have 4 portions that we're going to be working with for our dough. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be rolling out our dough here. So I have here one of our portions that I'm going to be grabbing and going to just combine that together like that and put it on our parchment paper here. And then I'm going to be grabbing our other sheet of parchment paper and I'm just going to roll this out. You can use your hand or roll it out. I like to roll it out with a rolling pin a little bit and then work with my hands. So we have rolled out our naan here and that's what it's going to look like. So you don't want to have it thin. Make sure it's on the thick side because otherwise you can have the issue with it breaking. And of course, if you have struggles in rolling it out, I suggest you use some almond flour and that will help get everything fine together. So now I'm just going to be putting this on a skillet that I have already heated up and we're just going to cook this. So I got a garlic naan here. I'm just cooking it until it's nice and golden brown on both sides. It's very important that you cook the naan on a low to medium heat and not on high heat because you want to let it slowly cook and you want to make sure that you're not breaking the naan as well because you got to remember you're working with almond flour. So once you will see it will start to slide on its own and you know it has cooked. So now I am going to give this a flip and you want to be really careful and gentle there just like that. And our garlic naans are ready. It smells so good. These are super delicious. I love these all the time with my favorite dish here, butter chicken. I will share this recipe with you all soon, so stay tuned for that. Another quick and easy recipe that you can enjoy with the garlic naans. I do want to tell you guys that you can make the garlic naans ahead of time, keep it in the fridge for up to 2 to 3 days, and to reheat them, just wrap it up in a paper towel or in a cloth, and it will be nice and soft. And now, the best part, time to taste. Wow. Nice and soft. Look at how soft these are. Taste this with my delicious the best meal ever. Quick and easy. Make the naans ahead of time. You can make the butter chicken ahead of time. You can do it at any time of the day. Take it for work, take it for dinner, have a family dinner. Enjoy it however you want. So those of you that like Indian food and are buying those ready-to-cook meals from the grocery store, no more of that. No more frozen food, fresh food right at home that's quick and easy to make, and most importantly, healthy and low carb. So what are you waiting for? Try it out. If you enjoyed this recipe, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to CrushCarb. Try this out and let me know in the comments below how you liked it. So until next time, let's keep cooking, experimenting, and as always, let's keep crushing carbs.